In this video, we're going to show you a Permobil vertical standing power chair, so stay tuned. What we have here is the front wheel drive F5 vertical standing by Permobil. This unit is a heck of a unit. There is no chair nicer on the market than the Permobil F5 vertical standing. The F5 is a front wheel driven unit, which does mean your drive tire, your large 14-inch drive tire is going to be in the front. Permobil did just come out with a mid-wheel drive standing chair as well, and we do also sell those, so if you need a mid-wheel drive one, ask us about that. But this unit here was delivered to a customer. Unfortunately, he had a progressive disease, was never able to use the unit, so this has 1 mile of total drive distance on this. So by the time you get it, it's probably going to be less than 2 after we're done doing our video outside. Now this particular unit, when you have the standing function, you're going to have all the other seat functions. Now Permobil F5s have somewhere between a 12 to 14-inch seat lift, depending on kind of where your seat position is. I was getting this one between 12 and 13 inches, so sometimes they're programmed at different minimum heights when they leave the factory. But we'll go over what the pan is at the lowest position, and then it was at the highest position here in a minute. Now this particular unit is going to have a 300-pound weight capacity on this. The mid-wheel drive one is only a 265, so if you are over between that 265 to 300 pounds, you will have to go with the F5 vertical standing if you're looking for that standing function. But it's also going to have electric tilt, electric recline, electric legs. It's going to have height adjustable foot plate. So it's really going to have all the bells and whistles on this particular unit. These come with a Group 24, it's a 75 amp sealed recessed post battery. We also sell batteries if you're looking for batteries for your units. We are able to ship those batteries all around the country. I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit about the unit down here. Once again, it's solid tires all the way around. You have 14 inches in the front. These are about 8-inch tires in the back. You have dual suspension on both sides that is adjustable. Very, very, very comfortable ride. You do have built-in tie-down points, one over here and same on the other side, and then you have them up front right here inside that drive wheel as well. So if you're using any type of public transportation or your own transportation that has vehicle like Q-straint straps, you are able to strap this unit down. It does have a 3-inch ground clearance, so this is compatible with the Easy Lock and the Q-Lock docking stations. So there are many ways of securing this in the vehicle if you are looking to travel. Now this unit is going to be somewhere in that 430-pound range, so do notate that, whether you have an elevator in your house or whether you have a patient lift type on the side of your vehicle. This is about 435 pounds, so it is a very, very heavy power chair. Now when we do ship these units too, in the back of the unit, you do have a fuse back here. In the back, you're going to have a logo that says Permobil. You have a red reflector. Right here in the back, you are going to have a fuse right here that you can turn off and kill the power to the whole unit. Now on these units, I do want to say this early on, we adjust these to your size. So if you're looking to buy any Permobil or almost any of the styles of Permobil from us, we are able to change the width of the seat, the depth of the seat, the backrest width and height. So all that would be done before it leaves here. So before you get it, it's going to be fitted to your size. So when it arrives, you're basically going to be able to turn the unit on, drive it away, and it should be already fitted to your size. On this particular unit, you do have 2 motors. You have a motor on each side. Down here is your motor. This is your lever down here. So a lot of times people will put this in freewheel if they just want to move it around a little bit. You can do that by pushing this lever down. That disengages your motor. Sometimes, like right now on the right motor, it's going to say M2 brake error on the screen. That just means your motor is disengaged most of the time. You want to go ahead and click that lever back up. But it is recommended to turn the power off if you're wanting to put this in freewheel. Twofold, because you're going to have to reset the unit anyways when you go from neutral and back into gear, but also it's going to create resistance on your motors if you're trying to push the unit around when the power is still on, even when you're in neutral. Now we do offer different color shrouds as well, so if you don't like this color, it's only a couple $100 and you can pick out whatever color you would like on the unit. This unit comes with really good headlights and really good tail lights. The lights are very bright. That's the headlights, tail lights. I'm going to do the hazard lights now so you can kind of see all the flashings. It's very nice. You are able to drive this at night and you will be very visible driving this particular unit around outside. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn the power off, turn it back on because I have to reset it because we went into that freewheel mode. This unit is going to come with an attendant control in the back. This is removable if you don't want to have this on here, but what this will do is this will allow the caregiver to do all the functions and also drive the unit from the back side of the chair. Well, like I said, you can unplug this and you can take that off, but it is a nice feature to have if somebody has a loved one and they do think they could assist them from time to time. It is going to have two hooks back here in the back, and there are many accessories you can get with Permobil. They do make a really nice backpack if you want to store your charger or any other goods that you need to store. It is kind of a hard case backpack that can snap on right here in the back. Headrest, easily adjustable. You're going to have these knobs that you can loosen with your hand, and then you can adjust this, and you can actually even contour this to somebody's head if they have any issue with keeping their head upright. This is going to have chest lateral guards on there as well for somebody that does not have trunk support, but these are also able to be removed if it's not something that you want on the particular unit. Now, this person had a little bit of extra stuff. This had a chest brace, a chest strap, and a chest brace. So you don't technically need both when you're in the standing position, but sometimes people will use this just when they're not standing, and then they'll use this brace when they're standing. So I'll show you those here in just a minute of what that's going to look like. Also comes with a lap tray as well. So this lap tray, you can pick this up. It does slide on and off really easily. And same with this chest bar. This bar just slides in and out. So don't think that all these things have to be on there all the time. Same with your knee block, but when you are standing, you are going to want those to be attached, and I'll show you why here in just a minute. Now without this in here, both arms flip up for easy access, but with this in there, obviously it's going to be kind of weird to flip the arms up. If you have this on here, it's going to try to flip them both up at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to go through the functions on this unit. The first thing I'm going to show you is going to be the seat. So I'm going to measure what the seat height is when we're all the way down in the down position. From the top of the pan to the ground and the down position, we're at about 18.5 inches. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to raise this seat up. You are able to do it through the ICS box right here on the back of the right behind the joystick, or you could do everything through the joystick. Now I do want to mention this has the newer type RNet joystick on here. This does actually have a percentage gauge and a battery bar, so it's two different indications that are going to show you really what your total amount of charge left on the unit is. So you can see this is going to be your seat lift all the way up. You still are able to drive this at a reduced speed when you're all the way in the up position. In the down position, you are going to go a little over 7 miles an hour. In the up position, I'm going to test it outside. Typically, it's a couple miles an hour of what you can get at top speed when you're fully elevated. And right now, I'm at 30.5 inches. So I'm getting about a 12-inch rise on this particular unit. I know some places might say 14 inches. I've seen 13 inches. This one's getting about 12 inches because it gets down to 18.5 inches to the pan. I believe with some programming, different master modules, you can get it down to 17.5 inches, but just remember that is to the pan. It was 18.5 and then it was 30.5 when it was raised up. And the reason why I gave you the measurement to the pan is because the seat cushion could be a different size. Some people have 2 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches, 5 inches cushions, and then that's going to depend on how high you're going to be sitting. So just add that whatever number is to that 30.5, and that's going to be your top of the seat to ground height. This unit does come with a cup holder. Permobil cup holders are really nice because they do level out even when you're tilted back, so you're not going to spill your beverage on you if you do have a drink inside there. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring the seat down, and then we're going to show you the electric tilt, the electric recline, and the electric legs. All right, so once the seat is all the way down, the first function I'm going to show you would be the electric tilt. Electric tilt is when the unit is tilting back. This function here is going to take pressure off the lower half of somebody's body and apply it to their back. So that's going to increase the blood flow through the lower half, which will also help with eliminating or relieving pressure sores depending on the type of cushion that you have paired with this tilt. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take the knee block off until we go into the standing position. And this is kind of what your tilt would look like. Now, when you're in this tilted position, a lot of times you can also go ahead and you can raise the feet up and you can get your feet above your heart. So this is what you're going to look like if you're tilted back and you have your feet up. Now when you are in this position, there is an extra motor that you have for the actual length of your legs. So if you watch the foot plate there in the video, you can see how that's extending out. There is a couple inches, 2-3 inches that you are able to adjust this. That's actually going quite a bit farther than what I thought, but you can look at that amount of adjustment. So if you're laying in the chair and you feel like your legs are not fully locked out, you are able to extend that foot plate out and then get, basically extend your legs. That's a very nice feature that people like to have. Sometimes they'll use that when the foot plate, when they're trying to get in the chair, they'll lower it down almost to the ground so they don't have to pick their foot up a lot to get it onto the foot plate as well. So there are many uses that you can use with that VS leg system. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring it down and I'm going to show you the recline. Recline is going to be pretty straightforward. It's going to be just like laying back like if you were in a bed. But we'll go ahead and we'll do that function now. Most Permobils can lay almost flat to 180 degrees, so I'm going to bring this all the way back, and if not, most of them all can be programmed to be in that position. Now there are on Permobils, you can upgrade, you can get gel arm pads, different types of seat cushions, backs and bottoms. These all sit on with Velcro, so we are able to order any type of specialty cushion as well if that is what's needed. So now we're going to go back with the back to that position, and then I want to show you, and I want to go ahead and I'm going to then bring the legs up as well. And I'll get out of the way so you can get a good visual of what this is going to look like. So this is kind of what your lay flat would be like if somebody was going to be sleeping in the particular unit. This would be the full recline and the full elevation of the legs. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you the standing function. This is the chest bar you'd put on. This is your knee block. This is adjustable in and out as well. And I just want to kind of show you what it would look like for somebody to stand. Once again, this is adjustable in height and also in depth. So you would really want to put this close to somebody's chest. But you will see how this chair will start to position somebody that is paralyzed, that is not able to stand or just needs the assistance of standing. You'll see what this will look like. Once again, you can do this through the buttons right here. This is on the ICS box, or you can do this through the joystick. Once again, this headrest will be positioned a little bit differently based on the person's height. But you can see I'm 6 foot tall, 220 pounds, and I am pretty much almost in that fully standing position. I think it is stopped now. And so now when I'm in this position, this would be adjusted to be pushing against my chest, but you are able to still then drive the unit while it's elevated. So you can see that this is a great function that somebody can literally drive around their house. They want to do presentations at work. There's a lot of things you can do from this angle. I mean, even if you have the ability to with your arms, you're able to reach up. I mean, you can imagine that's a tall ceiling and I'm almost able to touch it. So I am 6 foot tall, but in this standing position, really it's somebody almost like 6'4", 6'5", because it is a couple inches off the ground. But you can see kind of what I look like. I wanted to get perspective of how this kind of looks. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring it down. So this person would just make sure they're just letting gravity do all the work. They're just staying back in the chair, and then everything is going to just go back down to the regular seated position as so. And this would be all the way back down in the regular seated position. Last couple things you want to go over on this particular unit. I'm going to turn this unit forward. I'm going to get it off the wall over here. It's a little close. So this unit does come with a seat belt. These foot plates do flip up for easy access. These calf pads are adjustable and they do have different sizes. So really on the market, there is nothing better than this Permobil F5 vertical standing. So go ahead and follow us outside and we're going to do a short driving demonstration. All right, here is the Permobil F5. Like I said, this is a very, very fast unit. This is 7.5 miles an hour. I mean, we got it up to about 7.2. So this unit really does fly. I'm going to go ahead and I'm also going to show you when it's in that seat lift position, what it's going to drive at. Like I said, I did tell you it's at a reduced speed, so I do want to check that of what that reduced speed is going to look like. But this is a 300-pound weight capacity. This one does have that standing ability. It's going to have that 12 to 13-inch seat lift, electric tilt, electric recline, electric legs. It's going to have the full lighting kit as well. You are able to drive this either in the standing position or in the fully elevated position. Like I said, with those headlights and tail lights too, you're able to drive this unit at night. And we're going to top out at, let's see, I'm going to go this direction and see what it can go. 3.2 miles an hour was top end speed of what I got on this particular unit here. So once again, this is the Permobil F5. This is a standing version, has 1 mile of total drive distance. If you're interested in this unit, this will not last long. Give us a call.
Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marc's Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.